In the days since President Donald Trump issued an aggressive warning to Nigeria on Truth Social, the genocide against Christians rages on. Well, Truth Nigeria's Mike Odeh James is here with new heartbreaking details. So, Mike, what's going on in Nigeria right now?
Well, like you said, Raj, first of all, thanks for having me. Like you said, the genocide is still raging on, this time with higher intensity. I just came from the northeastern state of Taraba, and it's also a middle belt state. It is called Taraba. I went to certain towns like Wukari, Takum, Bali, and what I saw was carnage. Villages being taken over, people being killed. And who are those people killing, doing the killing? They are Fulani terrorists who are encamped around the Danjuma farms, who are encamped around the Kashimbila dams, and they are kidnapping, they are killing people, Christians. And I spoke to the Catholic Bishop of Wukari Diocese, that is Reverend Mark Megida Unzukwen, and he gave me this horrific figure. He said between 2019 to 2025, more than 230 Catholic churches have been completely erased. And he also gave me a figure that about 100,000 Catholics and 200,000 other church denominations have been rendered internally displaced. That means they are now refugees in their homes. Imagine, Raj, 300,000 Christians in Taraba rendered refugees, internally displaced. Over 230 churches erased, and the violence is still going on.
You just posted an article on Truth Nigeria about something that's happened in the past couple days.
Yeah, that's what I want.
About
when I went to Wukari, I went to places called Chachangi and Amadu. Imagine, immediately after Trump's threat or ultimatum to Nigeria, the Fulani militants have executed or have killed more than 20 persons. Reverend Father George Bako of the Holy Family Church, Takum, told me this. Reverend Titus Shimanian of another Catholic church in Ayetua in Benue, he had been rendered, his church has been taken over completely, so he has been rendered an IDP and is living in Taraba State now. He told me that also, he just confirmed to me this morning that somebody else from his own parish has been killed. So if we are talking about 20 being killed, just this morning, one has been added. It's everyday bloodletting. The Fulanis are not letting up. They are not resting. They are just slashing. They are shooting. They are killing. And I have pictures, gory pictures, to back up these claims that these people are saying. It's not claims. These are realities. That is what is happening.
You sent me some of those photos. I'm going to let my editor decide if we can show them or if we blur them out. But I've seen them. They're horrific. Like every.
I have to send you these pictures because these days, the word genocide in Nigeria, because of Donald Trump's ultimatum to Nigeria, is becoming questionable. They will start asking you, are you sure he's telling the truth? But the pictures on ground, pictures don't lie.
It seems like this is Benue, this is Taraba, this is Plateau State.
Yeah.
It seems like it's not only not calming down, but expanding. Yeah. Obviously, you have Boko Haram. It seems like almost everywhere in the Middle Belt, it seems like this genocide is continuing. So, are the Fulani just completely ignoring Trump's threat?
Well, that of Taraba has been a long something that has been going for a very long time, since 2015, 2019. The Fulanis have been gradually capturing villages. Reverend George Dogo of the Holy Family Cathedral told me that 201 villages, which is his parish supervises, have been completely captured by the Fulanis. Reverend Clement Nkelegiatu told me the same. He said a lot of villages under his parish has been captured, and these are gradually. You know, Mr. George of equipping the needy, will say a death by 1,000. They come gradually, they push, they annex your land, they go further, they exterminate the people run and they go. Now I'll give you an example. Like the parish in Ayetua, the Catholic Church in Ayetua, about 3,000 of its members has fled from Benue, where the parish is, into Taraba. They are now refugees in Taraba, IDPs in Taraba, and the Fulani still chase them into Taraba. And Reverend Titus Shimanian just called me today and said one person from his parish has been killed. In fact, there is never a let up with my phone. Every now and then, phone call. It's either George Dogo or Reverend Pelagia or Reverend Shimanian. Now, Taraba has been an ongoing crisis that has been forgotten. People don't know. They were only concentrating on Benue, they're concentrating on Plateau and Southern Kaduna, but Taraba, 300,000 people, IDP, 20 killed in less than, just a few days ago.
Mike, you've been asking, because we've been doing these videos, unfortunately, tragically, for a while now, of just atrocity after atrocity after atrocity, and you've been calling for the president to say something, to do something. He did, but it seems like the Nigerians, the Fulanis, I should say, folks that are targeting Christians, didn't heed his warning, aren't listening. Is that true?
Yeah. This seems to be daring the president. And you know why? Because the Nigerian state is not taking firm action against them. Rather than the states telling Mr. President, telling Donald Trump, that's the American president, yes, we acknowledge that a crisis is going on. There are killings of Christians. There is genocide. There is genocide against the Christians, and this is what we are going to do. I expect the Nigerian president to tell Mr. Trump that, look, this genocide did not start from me. I did not originate this. And this is what I'm going to do to stop it. I need your help. But they are living in denial. So this has now, emboldened the Fulani terrorists to do what they are doing. And mind you, I'm not saying all Fulanis in Nigeria are terrorists, but we have the extremists who feel that Nigeria is their own and they are taking lands that belong to Christians. Middle Belt land, 50 million Nigerian Christians live in the north. Within the Middle Belt region, in Taraba, in Benue, in Adamawa, the Fulanis are grabbing this land. And how are they doing it? They are, and it's like the threat by Trump has just exacerbated the situation because the Nigerian government is not taking action. They are living in denial. So I think Trump really needs to talk to Mr. Tinubu, that's Nigerian president, and so that the president can also put his foot down and tell his service chiefs, you need to exterminate this. Now, let me tell you the situation in Taraba, like we said. Women, I have seen thousands of women living as IDPs, children not going to school. In short, when I was going to Taraba from Benue State, the first sight I saw was a big truck carrying about 6 coffins. 6 coffins. That was the sight that greeted me in Taraba when I was crossing from Kasinala to Taraba. And then the next thing I saw smokes billowing. And Reverend Father Titus Shimane told me, it's a normal thing. Smoke was just, they were burning houses somewhere. And then the next thing I saw, the soldiers, well-armed soldiers, not doing anything, rather harassing the reverend. And the reverend has to say, look, I'm a reverend father. I'm going to tend to my flocks. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Now, the people in Taraba are always complaining that the army is not doing anything to stop the Fulanis from attacking them. This has all the reverend fathers that I've spoken to, all the clergymen that I've spoken to, said the military is not doing enough, or they just simply refuse to do anything to stop the Fulanis. I have videos. If I was sitting down, you see people carrying loads on their head, running here. I have a whole lot of, I just got tired. I left there just a few days ago and it's still continuing. Mind you, I will have to tell you also that equipping the persecuted owned by George Saul, when I send this kind of videos I sent to you, he said, okay, Mike, do an on-spot assessment and tell me what do these people need. And I asked the reverends and they said, well, they need food. I asked the people and they need food. And so he said, okay, can you get them rice or anything? I said, yeah. So we bought them 20 bags of rice in one parish, then went to another parish, we bought 5 bags of rice, bought them, and then the people said, all right, they need money for Medicare. Then he said, well, Mike, I equipping the persecuted will also send money. So he sent an on, sent some amount of money and then for Medicare for those IDPs. That is what equipping the
Mm.
persecuted did within the weeks. I'm going to show you the pictures too. But the situation in
Yes.
Taraba is very dire. These people are some
Wow.
of these IDPs I'm talking about. They are sleeping on in classrooms with no sometimes no windows, no ceiling. And so thank God it's not the rainy season. If not, they would have been sleeping in the rain. But then this is a Hamatan period. It's going to be very cold. So I told Mr. George that these people will be needing blankets, they'll be needing other things. Well, Taraba is in southern Taraba, particularly Wukari and Takum are in distress. The Fulanis have encapsulated that place.
Well, Mike, thank you for sharing the truth. Thank you for speaking out on behalf of those who can't speak. The interviews, the videos that we do with you are invaluable to hopefully make international change. But as for now, Mike, God bless you and thanks again, my
Thank you.
brother.
Please, I wish to thank you, Raj Nair, for standing by us. I wish to thank the American President Donald Trump, and I'm still calling on Donald Trump. Please do something. And again, you may wish to go to www.equippingthepersecuted.org, or you check out Mr. George Saul, and then maybe you can talk to him to see how it goes. Of course, you know our address too, Truth Nigeria. You can visit it for more information. Thank you and God bless you, Mr. Raj.